All right, it is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, and we've been having some phenomenal discussions with our friends at Genesis Healthcare Partners, talking about all the many treatments, the prevention, advanced prostate cancer, and what can be done now with that. And joining us here this morning is Dr. William Moseley. He's a board-certified urologist, and you're with Genesis Research, another division of Genesis Healthcare Partners. It's a whole separate division that is just doing amazing clinical trials right here in San Diego that people may not even know about.
That's correct. We're conducting clinical trials for patients who have advanced prostate cancer as well as general urology trials. In these trials, they're carefully controlled by the FDA as far as the safety and welfare for the patients. We're doing trials for patients whose cancer has come back. In many cases, they've had standard care, but it's no longer working.
Well, let's talk about what a prostate cancer clinical trial actually is. What's involved with that?
Well, this is a research study with a strict set of guidelines that's controlled by the FDA. The patients have to be, depending on the study, a particular age, a particular stage of their cancer, must have had certain types of treatments, and qualify on the basis of their current condition as for whether or not they're in good enough shape to be in a trial. And these trials are designed at different stages depending on what their condition indicates.
So again, what I really want to emphasize for people, these are very carefully controlled. People hear clinical trial and they think, oh, I'm going to be a guinea pig. And you go so far out of your way to make sure that they're treated as human beings and individuals, and that they get the very best medical care that's available through all this. And I mean, that's where it starts before the clinical trial even takes place.
That's quite true. And in the cases for the majority of these clinical trials, the patients also obtain standard of care, the routine care, and then one group may obtain the research medication, whereas the other patient will not get the research medication, and you compare the two treatments as to which one is the most beneficial. In other cases, we have trials where the drug is known, and it's called an open label trial, where we may be testing a concept for a longer acting drug, or a drug that we know has worked in certain cases, but we don't need to prove it against a placebo.
Well, we're going to invite anybody with advanced prostate cancer to really explore this option with Genesis Research and to come in and talk to you about it. But first, let's just talk about what advanced prostate cancer is, because you and I were talking off camera. You know, I had a very early detected prostate cancer, and it was removed, and I've been cancer-free for 5 years. This is kind of the worst case scenario of folks that have much more advanced prostate cancer. Kind of explain where they're at in the whole process and in their life.
Well, advanced prostate cancer is a disease term for those patients whose cancer can no longer be cured. They may have had potentially curative surgery or radiation therapy, but it has come back. After that, they may have gone ahead and had standard care, follow-up therapy, but it is no longer working either. And so in this case, we have the opportunity to give patients potential therapy that they wouldn't have gotten otherwise by performing clinical trials.
So the trials are so important, and it's important that you have people that are willing, optimistic participants in this. Kind of explain why they're so important.
Well, prostate cancer continues to evolve, and as it does, it figures out a way to work around the current forms of treatment. And for example, prostate cancer now today, we have treatments that will address the issue where the prostate cancer will no longer respond to routine therapy to prevent the cancer from growing by testosterone, and the cancer itself will make its own testosterone, and these new drugs will prevent this from happening. And we're testing the second generations of these drugs now, which will make it even better.
All right, Doctor, thank you so much just for coming in and beginning to explain some of that. Folks, if you're interested in talking to Genesis Research about these clinical trials, you can go to mygenesishealth.com. You can certainly give them a call, and you do a full wide range of general urological clinical trials as well, and they may want to talk about that, but we've chosen to focus just on prostate cancer because of the Prostate Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, I would like to let everyone know that those patients who have advanced prostate cancer and are not a part of Genesis are also welcome to be in these trials if they qualify, and there's no charge.
And no charge. Doctor, thank you so much for coming in. Great, folks. take advantage of it. They have 14 locations all around San Diego. All right, for more information, go to san diego6.com and click on San Diego Living.